Good morning, good morning, good morning. Jan, thank you, thank you, thank you. And all the music, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, and I am Reverend Joan. And this month's theme at Rockland CSL is Rooted and Living. We join the CSL tradition of revisiting the four fundamentals of science of mind. The first Sunday, we were introduced to the thing itself. The second week, the way it works. The third week, what it does. And today, we're going to visit how to use it. If you missed any of those Sundays, they are on our webpage for you to review, renew, or just as Reverend Melissa would say, have a delicious time with it. Because yes, this is a beautiful time and a beautiful place, and we are going to use it. We all have a story, an event, a time in our lives of how it works and had no idea it was working. I'm going to give you an example, and let me give you one of my examples. My daughter was graduating from high school, and I wanted my grandmother, who couldn't get around a lot, to attend. The graduation was at Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. And I really wanted my grandmother to be there. You get an idea of how it works? One day, my brother and I was walking down the street and we came across a brand new Hyundai dealership. We're talking 1986 when they first put Hyundai right here in the United States. And I said to him, let's go inside and see what they got. They were beautiful cars to me, all kinds, all shapes, all sizes. And the salesman walked up to me and he said, see something you love? And I said, yeah, that powder blue one right there in the corner with all the bells and whistles. He said, we don't have that one right now. I was like, okay. The next shipment would be coming in about 2 or 3 weeks from now. And that was perfect for me because it was May and the graduation was in June. So that worked. I got 2 or 3 weeks. And that was how it was going to be. He said, come into my office, and told me I didn't really have to put anything down. I didn't have to sign any papers. All I had to do was give them a deposit of $100 just to make sure they'll hold it just for me when it came in. And I said, sure. Pulled up to the desk, pulled out my checkbook, pulled out my pen, and I start writing that rubber check for $100, hoping it wouldn't bounce too hard before I can give it to him. He smiled at me. I smiled at him. And me and my brother left out. And I said, okay, that's good. We don't have to pass this way anymore. He won't know anything about it. He probably threw it in the garbage can as soon as we leave. That was on a Thursday. Sunday, I'm feeling so sorry for myself. There's nothing I can do, nothing I want more than to take my grandmother to the graduation. And I was watching evangelists on television. And he told me, you can have anything you want. If it's there for you, just know that you have it. There is no problem so big that you can't have it. And like most people, I said, yeah, right. Thank. Oh, yeah, something like that. It sounds too good to be true. Yeah, I can have it. Where did that come from? I still hadn't ventured into religious science or science of mind. Still didn't know the principle that they had that you can find a parking space anytime you drive in and need one. So I said, good. Sounds too good to be true. That was on Sunday. On Wednesday, I got a call. Hyundai said, we got your car. Bring in $1,000. Now remember, I just wrote a check for 100 that, you know, was going all around the Bronx. It was just bouncing like a basketball. We're cleaning it up for you so you can pick it up and drive it off the lot on Friday. I thought about that minister that preached on that Sunday. If I want it, I can have it. It's all mine. Just look, it's right there. So what I did, I opened up my nightstand and I looked. And I said, yo, is there $1,000 in there for me? And the nightstand said nothing. So I closed it. And I was getting ready to think of what can I do? But for some reason, I opened up that nightstand one more time. And in that nightstand, I took out my telephone address book. I didn't have a friend who had $1,000, but my friends and my family could help. I called and I asked, do you want to buy a tire? How about a rear view mirror? The ashtray. They were very popular then too. You want to buy an ashtray? And all of a sudden, the money started flowing in. $25 from one person, $5 from somebody else, $10.50. Definitely. That's all they had, and that's what they gave me. I don't remember what part of the car they were buying, but anyway, they had $10.50. Friday, me and my brother took the bus back to the Hyundai dealer. This time we took a bus. The salesman stood up and said, as I walked in there, this is exactly what you designed. He pulled out the drawer and handed me the check. And I handed him back $1,100. How does it work? We drove that car off the lot. How does it work? June, I picked up my grandmother and she and I sat, and she sat with her first granddaughter, watching her first great granddaughter receive her high school diploma at Madison Square Garden. And we shouted the loudest. That's how it works. So, how does it really work? We manifest our experience in our lives. As you think, so you become. The universe has a spiritual law, and that law says yes. We are born with it. We live with it every day. It is ours, and it can say nothing to us but yes. Holmes says we often indulge in too much theory and too little practice. Let's shift our focus to practical applications. Dwayne Dwyer wrote a book called When I See It, I Believe It. He explained that what you see is what you get. And then he says, as I do, when I believe it, I will see it. So, what's your story? How has it worked for you? How have you believed it and it worked? But more important, how have you not believed it and it still worked? Because the universe only says yes. What are you thinking right now? Being part of Rockland CSL, the changes of how you think, it's changing your life right now. And in review, how did that man, how come he didn't cash that check? I meditated on that car, wanting a car, a particular car. I had a vision of driving it with my grandmother riding there just as happy, knowing that some kind of way I was going to get her to see her granddaughter graduate. And believing, reflecting, and living. But did I know that then? No. Do I know that now? Yes. I know how it works. And I'm saying to you, think, how does it work for you? I am, and this is my prayer for us tonight before I forget. I am an expression of the universal infinite intelligence. As I become quiet, I sense a vast universe revealing universe, an intelligent universe, which expresses through me as I become closer to the center of the universal creativity. I am receptive to the divine flow of the idea that will enrich and benefit my experiences. Today, I introduce a new idea about myself into my subconscious mind and accept it is a new experience in my life. I am willing to release that which is finished and embodied, that which there is nothing in the universe that can block me. I am unlimited. Whatever is in my subconscious preventing me from an experience, that which I desire will be revealed and totally canceled. God knows the infinite within me is a guided force that always knows what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And so it is. So go out there, go inside within yourself and know how it works. Thank you.